Alright, so hello everyone, and welcome back to the Dragon Age Inquisition. We did not continue the main story anymore. Instead, we are gonna do the DLCs today. Starting off, I've already decided. Oh, we still have these. Right. A letter delivered to Skyhold. It was a pleasure meeting with your representatives. We're happy to lend the Inquisition our support. And this. The Tybalt family is becoming a clear favorite in the war of station that is ongoing between the noble houses. The Borderlands have all but ceased to exist socially, and many are scrabbling for traditional alliances. Lady, God, what are his names? The lady has emerged as a strong voice at court and is suggesting several arranged marriages to solidify ties and presumably the standing of her house as arbiter and matchmaker influence. Alliances reaching ever upward. There's a contender to rival the alliance with the Tybalts. The Disrosiers are a stubborn threat. The most efficient way to deal with them is to nullify with
You styled your hair that way for ages now, Leliana. Why don't we do something new with it? I'm used to the way it is. What about our commander? He does something with his hair already. Oh, it does look very nice today.
I don't.
You mean it just gets that way on its own?
Not entirely.
So there's an honorable conflict with careful words. He will be powerless before he steps to the
Let's see what we have.
I don't know. I am just doing something here. Yeah. We explored the fallow mire after you cleared the place out. I've stumbled on an old road that leads west to the frost banks. If it's cleaned up, you could use it to share weeks of a journey through the mountains. I'd rather be wet than freezing.
To work?
Where? Yeah, this one. Minimum suggested level 20. Investigate Frostback Basin. Thank you so much for your earlier correspondence. I confess it's been difficult to get those in our way to take this discovery seriously in light of recent events. But I am positive that scouting the Frostback Basin will yield historic discoveries beneficial to both the academic field and the Inquisition. As a staunch supporter, I'm honored to be working in such great company on this historic occasion. Yours most sincerely, Professor Bram Kenrick, University of Verlay. The University of Verlay has vouched for Professor Kenrick. If he says there's something worthwhile in Frostback Basin, we should investigate. I've decided that we're going to start with this one and then the deep roads. We've scouted the region and set up a camp. Professor Kenrick has the scouts gathering anything they can find. So far, we've encountered a lot of very old buckles. Hopefully, this yields something more exciting. Anyone who comes here should be ready for hostile wildfire and angry hour. This place is dangerous. We like dangerous. Yeah, she's not available because she's... I just remembered. I was confused. Let's take a funny camp today. Not that it's gonna be a strong one, but it's gonna be a funny one. Sarah, Dorian, Arbull. Or should we take a strong camp? I feel like it will suffer with this, but... I definitely need a rogue. That's very interesting. Okay, we can always change them. It's okay. Let's try like this for now. If it's really difficult, I'll swap them.
Good to see you again, Inquisitor. Allow me to introduce Professor Bram Kenrick. He's the reason we're out here.
A pleasure to meet you, Your Worship.
Professor Kenrick teaches at the University of Orlais.
Where are the
I
subtitles?
came on an exchange program from Starkhaven. While in Val Royeaux, I've found something incredible. After 800 years, we may be able to determine the final resting place of the last Inquisitor.
Lost Inquisitor.
The texts say that Inquisitor Ameridan was a dragon hunter who vanished on his last expedition.
Yes, precisely. I see you've read Lautrec's Precursors to the Chantry. Inquisitor Ameridan stepped down shortly before the Nevarran Accord brought the Seekers of Truth into the Chantry. He hunted demons, dragons, and dangerous apostates in a time before Templars even existed.
Just like
I'm all
us.
for history if it means tracking down the equipment of a famous demon hunter.
This is a good cause.
If the last Inquisitor has been missing for 800 years, it's only fitting that today's Inquisition help find him.
Your scouts have gathered artifacts from the area. They may help us discover what Inquisitor Ameridan was doing.
I have news as well. We've encountered hostile Avar to the north. They call themselves the Jaws of HAKKON.
Yeah.
There's
That's how
also
the
an Avar
DLC is
hold to
called.
the east. Unlike the Jaws of HAKKON, they've been friendly so far.
The Jaws of HAKKON.
They're hostile Avar who attack any Inquisition agents or researchers who get close. We've sent soldiers for defense, but the Hakkonites are cunning, merciless, and know the basin better than we do. I'm afraid our men will not be able to hold out long.
I just wanted to
I
chat
thought we
with
could
some.
catch up.
What's on your mind?
Where'd you learn to fight? How's your family? How's your family?
I hear you have family in Ferelden.
Yes, my mother and father. I insisted they move to Denerim once I signed up with the Inquisition. Ambassador Montilier tells me I should invite them to Skyhold. She thinks they'd be proud of me. But after Haven, I just can't.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah. No, it's okay.
It's not that I don't trust you or our soldiers. It's just I just want them to be safe.
Safety, yeah.
And if that means they don't get to see things firsthand, that's okay. My mother likes writing letters anyway.
Okay. I'm glad you're still with us.
We defeated Corypheus. I thought you'd have returned to your old life.
After everything I've seen, I don't think I could ever go back to my old life. Could you? I can't just pretend. I can't just pretend I'm the same person. I got a letter from my mother. She was happy the breach was sealed. She had no idea what we went through. And I don't have the heart to tell her.
Wait, what else?
Safe travels.
We're not done yet. It's okay, alright. Let's start with our abilities. Something is wrong with the game, I can tell. My C button doesn't work anymore, it's on... Why is it there now? It's on the different button. Options. Today also when I opened the game, it didn't let me continue, which was super weird. Usually there's always like continue button on top. There wasn't. And I was so scared that I lost everything. I need key binding. Walk, toggle, shift. Search? Why is it on this one? Confirm.
I see.
I mean, I know I haven't played this game in a while, but who changed it? Okay, let's see the map. Now that the Inquisition has established the presence of Frostbound and Professor Kenrick has to lead up. Oh, okay. Oh, we gotta go talk to him. Yeah, speak with Professor Kenrick. Yeah, something is wrong with the game. Scaring me a little. Oh, there is a letter. A neatly penned note. Professor Bram Kenrick. The requested supplies have been sent to your current location from the university, including additional ink, books on Ameridan, and 3 Divine Age buckles for purposes of comparison. And yes, upon your return, you may say I told you so in regards to my saying your collection was useless. Everything should arrive shortly after you. Of course, roads still aren't what they were. Also, I fed that fish, but I'm not talking to it for you. Okay. Funny. Another note here. A baffled note. A note. Lady Harding, I could use the opinion of an expert. Though impressive, the victory outlined on the mark page could not have been achieved as stated. Sure it could if you had enough apples. Okay. Another thing here. Property of Colette. Preparations. You guys can read this. I don't think it's that
The
interesting.
veil is wobbly here.
Perhaps a bit wobbly instead.
What? Let me check. Sensing.
Where are the
Definitely
subtitles?
wobbly.
There should be subtitles. What is happening? I didn't change anything. There would be no reason for me to change stuff. Trials now, interface. Enable subtitles. Conversation ambient. Can I just choose everything? Confirm changes, yes. I don't know. It feels like somebody has played on my account or something. Inquisitor Ameridan. What is known about Inquisitor Ameridan would barely fill a page. He was a friend of Emperor Drakon. He was Inquisitor when the Seekers of Truth folded themselves into the Chantry as part of the Nevaran Accord. Their orders serving as precursor to the Order of Templars and the Circle of Magi. Shortly after the accord was signed between 122 and 124 Divine, Ameridan left his position and departed, never to be seen again. These facts alone are undisputed. Ameridan did not willingly cede power. Drakon forced the Seekers of Truth to disband upon pain of death, then removed the Inquisitor rather than suffer rebellion in the new Chantry's ranks. Ameridan was a rowdy noble who cared more for Raka's entertainment than for the Seekers. He held the position only because Drakon wanted a loyal friend commanding the order, and when the Seekers became part of the Chantry, Ameridan was free to retire to a life of hunting dragons and benching. Any of these stories may be true, and without more evidence, we have little hope of ever reaching a clear determination. Nevertheless, I would offer a few notes that are often overlooked as scholars delve so deeply into their own historical specialties as to lose key context. Firstly, Emperor Drakon rightly acknowledges the man who molded the Chantry into the organization it is today was a pious man committed to spreading the chant of light and creating a world where magic and men were governed by Andrastian principles. All sources agree that Ameridan was a close friend of Drakon, and while it is certainly possible that Ameridan was more pragmatic than pious, it is highly unlikely that Drakon would have befriended a figure who was actively opposed to the Chantry, much less tolerated such a man holding a position of power in the growing Erlesian Empire. Secondly, Inquisitor Ameridan was universally acclaimed as a powerful combatant, regardless of his supposed faith or lack thereof. Given that the Second Blight had been a fact of Erlesian life for more than 15 years at the time of Ameridan's disappearance, with darkspawn pouring from the Underfells into northern Orlais in growing numbers, it is frankly absurd to suggest Drakon would casually dispose of such a military asset. From Finding Ameridan by Professor Bram Kenrick. The guy is really smart.
Scout Harding has an impressive team. Her people brought back a number of artifacts.
Harding is a good scout.
If you need something tracked, Scout Harding is your woman.
If only it were that easy. After 800 years, we can't just look for tracks.
I get it.
Barring enchantment, cloth and leather will have long since rotted away. Only metal and stone remain recognizable. Complicating this are recent pieces the Avar left behind, and of course ancient pieces dating back to Tevinter. Fortunately, thanks to some period-specific buckling, I've been able to track our last Inquisitor.
What's this about to winter?
You said there were pieces dating back to Tevinter.
Yes, while it's rare to see Tevinter ruins so far south, the Imperium once had an outpost of some sort. They might have built it as a ritual site.
Of course.
Not sure what military value it could have. In any event, it's muddled up the research slightly, but I've accounted for it.
Tell me what you found.
What do you have, Professor?
Everything so far points to the shore not far to the south. There was some sort of battle near the shoreline. They were in a hurry. The scouts reported an island near an Avar fishing camp, but the Avar won't say much about it.
There was a battle.
What makes you think the last Inquisitor was fighting?
There's a clasp here common to armorlings. It's clearly torn. That only happens from a heavy shearing blow, like large claws or an axe. Then there's the dagger. Silverite, with a stylized dragon pommel and an inscription reading Cordilis. That dagger had to be a gift from Cordilis Dracon, first Emperor of Orlais. No one would just lose such a thing.
I'll investigate the island.
I'll find a way to that island and see if there's anything useful there.
Excellent. I'll continue to
So
study
what?
what's been found. With luck, we'll both find some answers.
It's impossible.
Also, one of my research assistants, Colette, was investigating an old structure to the north. I'm not certain it's related to our investigation, but it couldn't hurt to check with her.
Thank you. The game is either too quiet or something happened here. Who played on my laptop? Audio. Oh, it's on max. Oh, it's on max. Interest. I never had it on max, I don't think. Maybe I did.
May I borrow it?
Okay, so we have an island that we have to investigate. There's also a fade rift. Let's see how difficult it is by trying to close it. If we're able. I mean, we defeated Graphis, why shouldn't we? Alright. So we're in that way. Bastion floor. 22 regions here. On this map. Here, demon level 22. Not bad. Wow. That hurts. I didn't know it was gonna be that difficult. Wait. There's no way it's that difficult. I'm kind of scared. Alright, okay, wait. Before we panic, let's try doing something with our inventory. Oh god, this took me so long. And I'm not even sure if I did anything. I have mostly changed the weapons for like all of my companions. Cassandra, no, not for all of them. I think for mostly warriors and rogues, I haven't touched the mages because it's really difficult to get stuffs. Like I don't even have the schematics for them. So yeah, I did something, but I'm not sure if it's gonna help. Inquisitor, we have begun sending soldiers along the road from the Falomire. I would like to pass on their considerable gratitude for being spared treks across the Frostbacks. Our healers seem happier as well. Okay. Disaster in the deep roads. Let's try this instead.
Inquisitor, the workers are almost done building a lift to the deep roads. No darkspawn trouble yet, but the earthquakes have been brutal.
Okay.
I was told to meet a Shaper Volta.
She's waiting below. You won't see an Orzammar dwarf on the surface. They have rules about that.
Well. Tell me about the earthquakes.
How many quakes have there been since you arrived?
At least 3 big rumblers. And the aftershocks are nothing to sneeze at. My feet miss solid ground.
No darkspawn have surfaced.
So you haven't seen any darkspawn up here?
I sharpened my arrows just in case, but they never showed. I'm okay with that.
We better get down there.
It's hardly the time for a lyrium shortage. Orzammar's mines need all the protection they can get.
I'd offer to go with you, but someone should keep watch.
It's okay.
Plus, I could use the sun if this storm ever clears.
Ready?
The lift's ready for you.
Okay. Looks very scary and not very stable.
Try not to shift around, and keep back from the edge. It's a long way down.
Wow, so fast.
Stupid darkspawn.
You're much more likely to hit rock.
Still their house. Message sent.
We should be wary of raw lyrium.
I'm more worried about finding darkspawn.
Neither is a pleasing prospect.
Always wondered if I'd die down here.
You're not dead yet.
The day's just starting.
What does that mean? Nobody's dying. We still have the main DLC waiting for us.
Harut, Magar, Nalfric, your names will not be forgotten.
You must be Shaper Volta.
A trust Valar, Inquisitor. The Shaper it welcomes you to the deep roads.
Okay. Tell me about the shepherd.
What does a Shaper do exactly?
We chronicle the life and times of our people.
You're historians.
Also scholars and genealogists. Shapers preserve knowledge in the memories, an archive in Orzammar. We record memories in lyrium to ensure they never fade. We must be meticulous in every detail.
A difficult task.
How bad are the casualties?
How many dwarves have you lost?
More than we can count. The mining caste has suffered greatly. Our situation has worsened since we contacted Skyhold. The quakes collapsed this mine and shattered a seal, keeping the Darkspawn at bay. The Legion of the Dead hasn't been able to mend the broken seal, and we can't afford to lose any more lyrium.
I know about the Legion.
I've read about the Legion of the Dead. Dwarves who fight Darkspawn in service to Orzammar. They commit their lives to the cause and celebrate their own funerals before entering the deep roads.
No matter their sins in life, the Legion die noble deaths.
We're happy to help.
The Inquisition stands ready to aid Orzammar. Without a steady lyrium supply, things on the surface will get even worse.
That was very close.
Apologies for pushing you. I fear the damage that tremor caused. Follow me to the Legion camp.
An unsent letter from a miner, Lord Gavern. I shouldn't have to remind you of the mining costs its importance to Orzammar, but apparently not even the ancestors can say when you last visited the memories. The Lyrium trade is the only reason our kingdom still stands. It is what keeps the king's coffers fat, so that he may play a part in whatever little wars are raging on the surface. But Lyrium is as dangerous as it is profitable, and when I write to you saying that earthquakes are threatening one of our most lucrative mines, I expect a faster response. Something unnatural is afoot. The shaft rats come out of their holes chanting nonsense. Even my own crew, men and women I worked with since I was a child, claim to hear something in the tremors. I don't care who or what you sent to help us. Just do it quickly. Okay. Where are we going?
Keep your eyes open. These roads are dangerous.
Can you walk a little faster? Or are you following me? Wait. Oh, I didn't even see it. I know that this DLC is very long. And I don't know if it's because of the difficulty or...
An ogre!
Stay clear of its reach!
Let's see how difficult it is. Level 23. Oh,
It's not focused on us! Now's
To
the
break
time
the
to
org's
attack!
grab, use an ability with a physical effect such as stun, knock back, or knock down. Cassandra.
You have my gratitude.
Now we're even.
Just returning the favor.
If the ogre reached this point, the Legion must be overwhelmed. Let us hurry.
Ooh, good items for once. Let's go. That was so tough for no reason. Reach the seal.
I will never get used to the stench of Darkspawn. They corrupt everything, even the air. That's the broken seal ahead. It is worse than I thought.
Oh, okay. Now it makes sense which seal she was talking about.
Get those charges
But
to the
shouldn't
tunnel!
they be like used to it? It's like their neighbors pretty much. We're not gonna help. Perfect ability.
Someone prime the sonic fuses!
Hurry!
Darkspawn slain.
Can't set the charges with those bastards breathing down our necks! That's got him on the heels! Keep it up!
Last one. Let's go.
The seal's clear! Prime the charges!
Now! Set the charges!
Wait, I'm gonna loot first. Activate. Activate. Take cover. Okay. Okay. Establish an Inquisition camp. Here, is it?
Inquisitor, meet Lieutenant Wren, a veteran of the Fifth Flight and one of the Legion's finest commanders.
Someone paid her to say that. Appreciate the help, Inquisitor. Collapsing that seal bought us time. Blighters had the run of these tunnels for days. Now they have a roadblock.
The Darkspawn won't wait. I'm glad to help the Legion. Your soldiers are impressive.
I get the impression you two have known each other a while.
Yeah. The Shaper had sent her to dig up some relics. Asked me to keep her out of trouble. That was 3 years ago.
You can quit any time.
Not when we still have things to fight about.
The Darkspawn won't wait. I'm glad to help the Legion.
The Legion of the Dead has the Inquisition's full support.
That's the best news I've heard since the quakes began. Actually, the only good news.
Take cover!
Honestly, if something like that would be happening around me, I'll be like, guys, let's just go to the surface. There's nothing to do here.
You heard that, yes? The rhythm in the tremors? It's clearer, stronger, more insistent.
I hear it. Doesn't prove a thing.
These quakes are not a natural disaster. They're deliberate. There's an intelligence behind them.
How can you know that?
How could an earthquake be caused deliberately?
We get plenty of natural tremors down here. These are different. She thinks she knows why.
Okay.
I found an ancient text during an expedition with Ren last year. At the time, it was just a curiosity. But now... The text describes giant creatures, called Titans, living deep underground.
Titans.
They sing in the stone, shaping it. When these quakes began, I believe we heard that rhythm. I believe a Titan is causing all this destruction.
Strange singing is never good.
I've never heard of Titans before. What else can you tell me about them?
The text I found predated the First Blight. Its pages had mostly rotted away, and there's no mention of the Titans in Orzamar's memories.
Which tells you something.
What do you mean by the stone?
You speak of the stone like it's more than walls.
The stone is eternal. She was here before us, and remains after we die.
But the stone isn't your god.
We don't worship her, but we do respect and honor her.
The stone makes us strong, and we return that strength to her when we die. It's difficult to express in words.
Mysterious songs often lure people to their deaths, or to an archdemon.
This rhythm isn't a song, exactly. It sounds like air flowing through lungs.
Air that can collapse a whole mine.
You may be onto something.
In my experience, no explanation is too strange to consider.
Yeah.
For all we know, that text you found was a bedtime story. Can't be sure until we find the source.
The rhythm I sense in the quakes is emanating from somewhere far below. The stone will lead us there.
And if it comes to a fight, that'll be our job. There's a lift at the side passage nearby. Ready when you are.
Deep Road's expedition table. Use the expedition table to complete unique Inquisition operations called expeditions found in this area of the Deep Roads. Expeditions do not appear on the word table in Skyhold. Ooh, interesting. Well, I do have something. Inquisition's efforts in the Deep Roads would greatly benefit from additional logistical support and the main Legion of the Dead camp. Additionally, crafting tables can be constructed and a quartermaster brought in to offer basic goods and services. Sure. Deep Roads Commander, achievement earned. Anything here? No. Exploring the Deep Roads. We can rest here. Loot here. Craft here. Modify weapons, modify armor, equip potions, craft weapons, craft armor. Requisitions. Sure, let's do this really quick. Equip potions. Mine, Cassandra's, Sarah's, black holes. Wait, we have a thing that we don't use. Jar of bees. Let's give the regeneration thing. Sarah. Fusion grenade. And what is this?
So it's true. The king involved a surfacer.
Yeah. It is true. I'm the only one that can help you people. Okay, I think Varric and Cassandra would do better here. And Blackwell, confirm. Lyrium infused stuff, crafting materials. What is here? What is this? Oh, you can buy anything here. That's so cool. I guess. When it's quiet, dearest Yora, this will never reach you. None of my letters will. But writing helps me cope with having joined the Legion. For all the death I have already seen, there are wonders down here, and I wish you could see them. When it's quiet, there are still hints of what the Deep Roads used to be. Right now I'm sitting under the crumbling statue of Paragon. I asked Ansa if she knew who it was, but the face is cracked. I like to think it's Endrin Stonehammer or Morog the Mole. Though I know you favor Astith the Grey. Back home I never cared about our history. Remember old Ostig shouting about Orzamar's former glory, naming Tigers he'd never visited and people he'd only read about. I laughed at him. But being down here, seeing what we've lost, these are more than roads, Yora. They connected our empire, let our culture flourish. The stone accepted us, and we lived and moved within her. Now we cling to her like someone drowning. Forgive me, all my letters end the same. Ugh. Oof. I'm guessing we played for quite a while today though. So maybe we should stop here and continue on in the next episode. I will need to save the game here more frequently because I cannot continue for some reason. And I don't know if it's like an issue of today, but yeah, anyway, if you want to see more of the Dragon Age, please consider liking this video, subscribe on my channel. It was all for today. Thank you very much till the very end of this video, and I will see each other in the next one. So thank you for watching, and bye.